Hey everybody, this is Phoenix Down, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. In the last episode, we acquired the mighty hookshot, and used that to defeat Argus, the boss of the Swamp Palace. In today's episode, we are going to do some more treasure hunting. There are a lot of items we can get now that we have the hookshot. There's a whole new section of the Dark World that's now open to us. So let's progress onwards. Get past all these heavy-hitting monsters. Collect the rupees I don't actually need. This first item I want to get is actually something I could have gotten the last time I was doing some exploring, but I kind of forgot about it. I was so preoccupied with getting the flute at the Haunted Grove that I totally forgot about it at the time. Alright, well, we're drawing the aggro, unfortunately. But anyway, if you go down here to this circle of bushes and pull out the magic mirror and warp back to the light world, there's actually a secret we can get now. On this raised desert-like elevation, there's a cave we couldn't access before. And inside is a piece of heart. Heart piece number, I believe that's 15 now. And we're getting there. We're over halfway done with collecting heart pieces. Now I could return to the Dark World through that vortex, but there's a couple more things to get in the Light World first. So I'm going to use the flute to have the bird pick me up and warp me over to Kakariko Village. Again, I could have done this before, but at this point, the shovel minigame had taken up so much time that I didn't really have a chance to do this. But there's this whole other section of Kakariko Village we have not explored yet, including this house. So let's see who lives here. Oh hey, it's a blacksmith. Oh, this little dwarf smithy guy. If my lost partner returns, we can temper your sword, but now I can't do anything for you. Okay, we're gonna have to remember that for later. So there's this guy has a partner that looks pretty much just like him. If we see anybody like that, we'll have to bring him here. And if we do that, they just might be able to make the Master Sword even more powerful than it already is. But anyway, since we have the magic hammer now, this is the main reason I didn't bother coming here before. We can now pound this stake and be able to jump down into this well, or this hole in the ground, whatever it happens to be. Now this part, as a kid, always confused me. I did not fully comprehend what was going on. And I don't even remember, I don't remember how I figured out that you're supposed to sprinkle magic powder on this weird thing. But this weird bat guy comes up. I forget what he's actually called, but he's in like a Link's Awakening and maybe another Zelda game too. But hey, blast you for waking me from my deep dark sleep. I mean, thanks a lot, sir. But now I will get my revenge on you. Get ready for it. If that's okay with you, sir. It's like, crap, he zapped me. What's going on? What are you doing to me, man? I laugh at your misfortune. Now your magic power will drop by 1/2. Congratulations. Now do your best, even though I'm sure it won't be enough. Have a nice day. See you. That guy has some serious mood swings. Anyway, I forget what his proper name is. He does have a name. Kind of makes me think of the shadow curses from the Paper Mario 1000 Year Door, although I guess it would be the other way around. That guy reminds me of this guy. But yeah, as a kid I didn't fully understand, but what happens is basically now our MP drops it costs half as much magic power to use our magic items now than it did before. So this is actually a good thing, even though it's phrased as a bad thing. It just always confused me as a kid. I think that was kind of the point. But anyway, yeah, if we tried accessing the cave, that door would have remained shut. We couldn't get in there anyway. But okay, our business in Kakariko Village is done for the time being, so let's pull out the flute again. There's one more thing I want to pick up in today's episode. And there's a couple other things the flute gives us access to, but it's not really relevant at the moment, so I'm going to pass on that. So let's go over to warp point number 8, over here at Lake Hylia. Watch out for the octo balloon. Good, he didn't explode on me. I'll take that. But yeah, I touched on this before in a previous episode, but one of my commenters requested that I show off something regarding this later on. So I'm going to go back into this ice cavern. You probably know where this is going. I'm going to pull out the bug catching net. And I'm going to dash into this statue and release this sparkling bee. Okay, I want to catch... crap. I want to catch him in a net and keep him in a bottle. So now we have a good bee. This bee can be released to attack enemies around you, and it works on one boss that'll be coming up pretty soon. So I figured I may as well try that out. So we got the flute. I'm going to grab a fairy just to top off that quarter heart worth of damage I received. If only the enemies in the Dark World hurt me that little, that would have been nice. But alright, I'm going to now summon the bird once again. And this time I'm going to warp back to my house, because it's the closest point to an entrance to the Dark World, without requiring a serious amount of hiking like in around the swamp area. So I'm going to head over to Hyrule Castle now. Ah, crap. Stupid soldier, get out of my way. If you go through the gate of Hyrule, this is actually a warp back to the Dark World. We're doing a lot of warping in today's episode. I don't know, I guess I could make a Strider reference, but I've never actually watched that show. I mean, I get it's about jumping through dimensions and stuff. And I'd make a Chrono Cross reference as well, but I'm not really a fan of that game. Soundtrack's good, but I don't like the game itself. Never could finish it. I had to watch an LP just to see how the story resolved. But anyway, now that we have the hook shot, we can use that to grapple across this gap, because there are no docks to swim up back to the shore on the other side. So just having the flippers isn't enough. But if I go this way, there's one more secret. Since I'm in the area, I may as well get it now. And this building here is just a shop. If you were to lose your shield to that weird jumping creature around the swamp area, oh crap, Dark World Bee. I don't think it really makes a difference, but okay. I already got a good bee. I don't need another one. No, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, there's an enemy that has like this grabby tongue it shoots out. Ooh, that was close. And it can steal your shield, even your fireproof shield. And if it steals like arrows or bombs after that, it will basically digest that shield, and you will have to buy a new regular shield and take that shield back to the Waterfall of Wishing to get it upgraded to the fireproof shield once again. Anyway, I passed up on a sign. This is basically the Lake of Ill Omen. It's definitely not good omens. Anyway, this sign here: curses to anyone who throws something into my circle of stones. Well, I've already been cursed once today, so I may as well, nuts. Yeah, I may as well nuts. Okay, well, I'll throw this rock in there instead. Yeah, something's shaking. Holy crap, that's a big fish. We don't have fishing lines in this game. That wasn't until like, what was it, was it Link's Awakening I had a fishing rod? Was it you who disturbed my peaceful nap? I will give this to you if you go away. It's like, oh hey, alright. We got the Quake Medallion. Its magic causes the ground to shake and defeats nearby enemies. But we have to watch our magic meter, of course, as per usual. Now, if you throw anything else into that circle of the circle of rocks, the fish will actually pop up and throw bombs at you, so don't do that. But it's a one-time deal. We need this spell in order to access one of the later dungeons. Nothing important at the moment, but since we're in the area, may as well take advantage of it. Alright, so now let's go and get to that point where I mentioned before we need the hook shot to get across. Those Cyclops Zoras are giving me a hard time. They just never stop spitting rocks and fireballs at me. Anyway, let's pull out the hook shot. Line myself upright, there we go, and grapple across. Yeah, the bridge was out, so we couldn't really do anything else about that. So we'll dodge the Hinox. I believe those are called Hinoxes. Ah, crap, another bee. Too many bees, I don't like bees, go away. Ah, nuts. Get out of the way. Take care of this creature that's hiding behind the statue there. Now I want to once again do my Strider impersonation and warp back to the light world, because I wouldn't be able to access this spot before unless I had an upgrade to my power glove. Anyway, there's this tombstone here. If you dash into it, it'll slide open, revealing a hidden staircase. So let's go down here and see what we can find. We got a treasure chest, and inside it is the magic cape. So we become invisible while wearing it. It's basically a cloak of invisibility. It's like something out of Harry Potter right there. So, but when you're invisible, you can actually pass up on certain barriers. Barriers and like damaged floors like spikes. Anyway, I'm going to return to the Dark World now. And I'm going to loop around here, cut through this bush, and I'm going to climb up on this ledge and warp back to the light world once again. Because there's a cave we couldn't access before otherwise. And in here, well, we have some hearts and a bombable wall. So I'm going to pull out my bombs. We're going to blast a hole here, and I'll just pick up my spare bomb right now. And here we get heart piece number 16. We finished an entire heart container. So we have a new heart, full HP restoration, or health restoration, I guess, in this game. And I'm going to return to the Dark World once again. Yeah, a lot of warping in today's episode, but it's definitely worth it. Whoops. Oh, well, I guess I'll take that ferry. Smash this block here. I don't care about that bomb. And you know what? This is where the sanctuary used to be, or at least it is in the light world. So let's check this place out. It's kind of like a sanctuary here now. We have this octopus guy. He's actually a target in the archery minigame. Hey, I'll tell you a profitable story if you pay me 20 rupees. You know what? Sure, I've got so many rupees I don't know what to do with anymore. Ah, thank you. To tell you the truth, I found incredible beauty inside the pyramid. But someone sealed the door. You can't do anything with a standard bomb, they say. Okay, that's a clue for much later. I didn't show it on the when I was in the area before, but if you explore part of the pyramid at the center of the Dark World, there's actually a cracked wall that you can't destroy with a regular bomb. We're gonna need a super bomb, or a mega bomb, I forget what it's actually called. But we can't do anything about that until we've cleared at least, I think it's Dungeon 6. So don't worry about that for now, but it is important. It's pretty vital to completing the game, I believe. Alright, let's take out these enemies. Okay, that's just a cave, okay. Whoops. Okay, well, I'll take it. I took out the moblin. Now I want to go up this way to where to get a couple more secrets before I, oh, whoops. Yeah, sometimes the rocks come to life, as we've already seen before. Okay. Nuts. Holy crap, you guys hit hard. You guys aren't fun at all. Come on, have a heart, Moblin. Give me yours. Thank you. Moblin, alright, alright. All the hearts. And speaking of hearts, we'll get a piece of heart if we have the cape and enter this cave. So let's do it. Pick up that rock, and let's enter here for another secret. And we got hard hat beetles. Thankfully, it's only the blue kind. There are no pink ones here. Let's see if I can get this guy to kill himself. Nope. Come on. Oh, well, whatever. Forget you. I don't even care about you, beetle man. Okay, here we have a gap. I think there is a trick you can use to get around this, but I'm not going to take advantage of it. Like if you were, well, I guess it wouldn't do any good because those pots are in the way. Now we have a bumper here. If we bounce into that, we're very likely to fall into that hole and drop to the next level. So instead, I'm going to pull out the magic cape, turn invisible, and pass right over it. Yeah, that's how the magic cape works. I guess I'll have the hook shot out. Why not? And up here we get heart piece number 17. Alright. Oh crap. Get away from me, bird brain. And on this screen I'm going to once again warp back to the light world. I'll just do it from here so I can avoid all the monsters. You know, take out the bushes. Now the lumberjacks have finished chopping down this tree. So it's pretty interesting. So if you dash into it, the whole top of it will collapse, revealing a secret passage and a hole in the ground that we can use to access a fairy fountain. And then we can, but there's another reason to be here as well. So let's top off our health and go through this door. And we got heart piece number 18. All right, out of 24. There's only 6 more to go, I think. So yeah, we're doing pretty well for ourselves on the heart piece front. So yeah, there's a cave behind the lumberjack's house, and somehow they managed to put the leaves back on that tree stump, but okay, whatever. So let's return to the Dark World once again. We're pretty much wrapping up for today's episode. For a second, I thought it was going to warp me back to the Light World. Yeah, if you transport onto a solid object or like a place that you can't normally stand, you just get sent back to whichever world you were trying to travel from. But alright, we covered a lot of ground in today's episode, picked up some treasure, fought some more enemies. And next time on Let's Play The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, we're going to tackle the next dungeon. over here in the Skull Woods. So this has been Phoenix Down, and I will see you guys next time.